Hello my honorable friends, I'm going to show you how I go from this blown out dried hair to my beautiful faux lock style. For extra information, the first part of the video will actually be a lot of trial and error because this is not a tutorial, this is just me showing how I do this hairstyle or this kind of hair for the first time. Anyways, if you are willing to recreate this look, I would advise you to go to the timestamps 06 minutes. It's written down in the description box. And if you're still interested to see how I actually went to this hairstyle, I would say to you keep on watching because it's not that difficult, it's just practice and practice makes perfect. So keep on watching.
Oh, hello, Papa.
First of all, the hair, I used 2 packs of the Nala Tress Ghana FAUX LOCS 20 inches long, the crochet method. One pack has 15 faux locks and I used 27, so I used less than 2 packs. First of all, we are definitely going to take out the twist because I have blown dried my hair before making this video. You can watch my recent video on how I blow dry my hair safely, and sometimes it is just my go-to style, but obviously it's easier to blow dry your hair before doing any kind of style because otherwise you can damage your hair if you want to take out knots and so on. You know the drill. I take my blow dryer and I make sure that I blow dry my hair even more. Like this it will be even easier. Now you can see it's very curly due to the twist that I had done because I wanted to sleep, and when I sleep I put twists into my hair. After blow drying, my hair looks something like this, so that's the full on main curls are gone, and then it will be easier to section my hair. Here you can see that I have a tiny comb to section my hair, but it's my first error. As I said, this part is going to be a lot of trial and error because it's going to be difficult. Normally it's my mom who always section my hair, but now I was thinking, okay, I have to learn it by myself because otherwise it wouldn't be really me doing the hair. So first of all, you take a bigger comb to have the baseline. Once you have the baseline, you use a smaller comb to make it actually more perfect, I would say. So I use a bigger comb, and as you can see, it's way easier. One big tip with sectioning the hair is have a lot of mirrors. The mirrors are going to help you with the different angles, especially. Not even one mirror, I said a lot of mirrors, and it's going to help you to make the line more perfect. Obviously it's not going to be perfect because I use the word perfect often, because as you will see the line is a little bit weird, but that's actually no problem, especially with this hairstyle. It's not supposed to look perfect. So here you can see it didn't end up as straight as I thought it would be. You take a little section and you start to braid the hair to the end. Some people like to do it halfway through, but I like to braid the hair to the end. I take one of the crochets and the crochet itself, I mean one of the braids that are actually made for crochets, and I put the crochet into the roots of my hair, so at the bottom of the braids, and I open the hook, and you can see I'm trying again because it didn't feel comfortable, and this was my very first time doing it. And once my crochet was in, I took a comb and tried to open the hole of the crochet a little bit more, I mean of the braids, I'm sorry. And I put it onto the hook because it's way easier. Normally there are already holes into it so that it's easy for you, but you know, if you open it more it won't damage the style, but it's just easier for you, especially as a beginner. And then you take the ends and you put it through the loop and then you tighten it to the roots, so you will end up with actually 2 braids, 1 lock and 1 braid that is your own hair, and you must tighten it as much as you want, as much as it pleases you. And then you can actually, I mean, you have to see my face, I was finding it so weird. And then I take the crochet with the hook open and I pull it into the lock itself through the entire thing until I get to the root. But not like the root. Before you are at the root, you have to go out and pick up the braids with the crochet. And it will look like this. It's very satisfying if you are thinking about it because you're constantly putting the crochet into the lock and then you're pulling it down. But it was not as very clear on this scene because I was struggling a lot and I wasn't really thinking about how to show it. So here you can see it again the second time. I have my section and then I braid it to the end, not halfway through, and the whole process starts again. I put the crochet into the root of the hair, then I open the loop of the lock, I put it on the hook, I bring it up, then I take the end of the lock, put it inside the loop, and then eventually I will do the process again with putting my crochet into the lock and then bringing the braid inside. As I said, it's not really clear, that's why I advise you to go to the timestamps that I have shown you here under, but now you have a general idea of, okay, what do I need, how do I use it, and the satisfying part is here, how it goes inside and how you have to actually put it in through the lock. So I did a lot of my hair already and it looks quite crazy. It doesn't look like my usual hairstyles. It looks like a faux lock itself. When the hair was too dry, I added some hair polisher to make sure that I could detangle the hair, but the hair polisher stinks and it didn't really detangle the hair, so that's why I'm not showing it. Use any kind of product that can moisturize the hair a little bit if you want to, but I didn't really like the product anyhow. We'll see how long it stays. I do feel some tightness at certain areas. When you crochet the hair, make sure that when you braid the hair, you don't do it too tight because it's gonna hurt a little bit, and now it hurts especially in this area. Obviously I can take it out and do it again, but I'm just lazy, you know. So I'm going to show how I do it with this last part with my voice in real time so that it can be a little bit more clear if you still didn't understand it. Okay, so I first check what I did here. So I had 4 braids here and 4 braids here. Oh yeah, by the way, I bought 3 packs. I will have used 27 faux locks, which means 2 packs of the Ghana faux locks, 20 inches long on my entire head. I'm going to look to the area I lined up with. I first use a bigger comb and then eventually I move on to a smaller one. If you start with this, it's probably going to be very hard, especially for a beginner. Use a lot of mirrors. I have a screen of the camera above my camera. I have a mirror there, I have another mirror there. In my bathroom I had everywhere mirrors, so that's gonna help a lot. So it's not going to be perfect from the first time. So I align and I just go straight and I put my nail there and then I open. As you can see, I did on blow dried hair, but because of the product it's became a little bit more curly. Okay, so now I have my baseline. Obviously it doesn't look really good, I'm a little bit bald here. It doesn't matter, we are going to perfectionize it. So when you start with this little comb, make sure you do it in small sections, because if you do it all in once, you're never going to be able to do it correctly. So do it in smaller sections. The problem with sectioning the hair, it comes with a lot of practice. You can't really explain it. I can just say use 2 different combs, a big one, a small one. So for this section I used a tiny comb in once, because I mean, if you're going to use a big one, it's not really useful. So braid it tight enough, but not too tight. So, and keep your hands as straight as possible, so in the middle of the section. Usually people add gel to make it sleeker, but the amount of product that I have in my hair is too much. And the second reason is that I'm putting faux locks, so I don't need the entire beautiful sectioned out hair. How I position it, I personally just have my crochet like this, and then you have the hook and you put it on the hook, close the hook, hold and pull, then go through with the entire crochet, take the ends of the hair, close it, hold the end, go through, and then let the end go. And then pull it to the roots of your hair. Open the crochet again
and start with a very small section and go to the end. Take the braids, bring it to the ends, close the hook, hold it, and then pull. And then you have to see if you're satisfied with the beginning. If you're not satisfied, you can always take it out and do again. Then you can take a bigger section because the root is in. You pull in your crochet again with the end of the hair, close the hook, hold the end, pull, 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 pull. Yes, I advise to hold the end of the hair so that if it goes out you still have it. You know what I mean? Just hold it, you'll thank me later. And you put it open inside. You have to figure it way back to the place where the other braid is, and it's here. Hold it, pull, 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 pull. Yes. Open inside, hold it, close, and the process continues. Okay, and then you still have a little one left. And then you just actually let go before you take it out, and that's your full lock. Okay, we come to the last part of the hair, the front of the hair. So what we do, I mean what I do, you can do whatever you want. I first take my baby hairs out, as I did on this side. I even flatten it out with all the excess cream I have on my hands that I have normally on my hair, but I took it. It is, for example, way too long, so I put it back. Okay. When it's way too long, just put it back, because once it's not in the braids, you can't change it anymore. Then you split it again in two. Okay, braid it. Okay, so the place where you put your crochet will always end up with a line, so you have to hide the line a little bit. Oh my god, I'm so tired. When I'm finished with these full locks, I'm going to lay down. I mean, I'm first going to eat, but then I'm going to lay down. No one is gonna call me. Like, this braid, please, just go in. It doesn't look perfect, but this was the best attempt, so we're just gonna continue. Whew. Finally finished. I'm finally finished. 3 braids left. Oh my god, I look like the hippies now. Oh, I'm done. I'm going to be showing the end look and so on all at the end. Okay, now I am too tired. Okay, and I'm going to drink some paracetamol for the headache. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, everything myself. I even paid for the hair, I paid for the, okay, my mom paid for the crochet.
So this is officially how I did my FAUX LOCS. I am pleasantly happy with the end results. This is how it looks 2 weeks after I actually did it, because I love it when the hairstyles stay longer, then actually it becomes rougher, and it's how the length looks into my back. So it's not too long, but long enough. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you soon again.
Where you go, where you come from, baby? Make my worst days look like daisies. We can be some, we can be some.